The Northwest Georgia High School Football Scoreboard is brought to you by Alfa Insurance, Al Smith Agency. See them for all your auto, home, and life insurance needs. Call Al Smith at 706-529-6786.
Hey, welcome into the Al Smith Alfa Insurance NWGA Football High School Scoreboard, Week 11. What's going on, Ben?
Not much. We're on a little late. We just got back from our destinations. Saw two very interesting games. You saw Fannin County pull away late to what was the final there?
48-21. 48-21 over Christian Heritage.
Yeah, and
huge
I was
game.
at – go ahead.
Yeah, I say a huge game for the Fannin offense, man. Carson Callahan, I know he was probably around 300 yards. I know on just 4 carries alone, he had 220 yards.
Man. I was over in Dade County. I watched a shootout special, and it was wild. The final was Chattooga 56, Dade 36. Chattooga's Cook. Nothing official yet. I need to go back and watch and note it down, but I've heard 470. I've even had the Dade County side report to me 489. 489 will break a state record for rushing in a game. That's just ridiculous. But I'll have to go back and look at it, and we'll update it. I'm sure it'll be all over the old interwebs once we confirm the yardage.
I saw where, too, he had a couple of picks, right, to go along with that.
Man, he had one pick that was probably 30 yards downfield, 20 or 30 yards downfield. They both going for the ball, and he takes it out of the guy's hands and turns and goes the other way with it. And then he had another pick there late in the game to kind of seal it. And, on both picks, obviously, he's a running back. So he gains a bunch of yards, 30, 40 yards until somebody runs him out of bounds. But a heck of a game, man. Great game. Chattooga had 2 starting linemen out tonight, and you would have never knew it. Good play up front.
Jake Keller said he was at the Central game tonight. Ended around 9:15. Fastest high school game he's ever been to. Yeah, that wasn't the case in my game. They were throwing the ball around so much, man. It seemed like it took forever.
Yeah, I got to give Dade and Coach Poston credit. They kept swinging back every time Chattooga would score. Dade would be right there to cut it to, single-digit game. Dade had over 400 yards total offense themselves, and put 36 points on the board in a tough but a losing effort there. You want to jump into the scoreboard and talk some of these scores?
Yeah, we'll go over this playoff format scoreboard here that we made up on Wednesday. Made it a little easier on us. Region 2 6A, Carrollton was off tonight, but they will play Douglas County next Friday night for the region championship. Looks like Westlake captured the 3 seed tonight. But yeah, that's going to be a huge game. That's probably the number 1 game in the state next week. Region 3 6A, our local team, Paulding County lost tonight to Pebblebrook. That ends their playoff hopes. Harrison with the big win tonight to capture the region title over Hillgrove. North Paulding lost to Walton 42-17. North Cobb beat Etowah 43-0, and Marietta 25-20 over Cherokee. Looks like North Paulding still has a chance to slide into the 4 spot. I think they play Marietta next Friday night. Rome captures the 5-5A title tonight with a 35-7 win over New Manchester. From what I saw, man, the Wolves started out a little bit slow in that one. I think they were up 7-0 after the first quarter, and they kind of turned it on after that. Last night, man, a little Thursday night football. South Paulding just about pulled off the upset of the year. 32-point underdogs. They lose to East Paulding 31-28. And Villarica with a 45-18 win tonight against Kennesaw Mountain. Big game next Friday night, East Paulding and Villarica. Probably for the 2 spot in that region, the 2 and 4.
Yep.
Central. Jake Keller said the fastest game he's ever been to. Central beat Griffin 33-0. Harris County over Mundy Mill and Jonesboro over Northside. If Jonesboro beats Stars Mill next Friday night, there'll be a 3-way tie for first. If not, Central will slide into the 2 spot, head into the postseason. Region 7-4A, Cartersville tonight, man, had a scare. 45-43 over Hiram. I know at one point Hiram was up 21-14 in that game. Hiram, one of those teams, man, they're deadly. They're going to be a tough out come playoff time. Cedartown shuts out Woodland 51-0, and Cass clinches a playoff spot with a 32-17 win over Altoona. Man, this is the region that's crazy. This one I told you the other day. No idea what's going to happen, you know. Lumberton County beats Dawson tonight, 38-14. Our upset of the night, Pickens goes on the road to beat GAC 28-25. And Chastity with a 24-21 win over White County. And you can see over there on the side that Dawson, Pickens, and Chastity are all tied at 3-3 heading into the final week. Calhoun with a big win tonight, 38-0 over Heritage. They clinched the Region 7 3A title. Adairsville shuts out Gilmer 28-0. That probably secures Adairsville playoff spot. And Northwest Whitfield 47-28 over Ridgeland. I think Heritage and Adairsville play next Friday night for what will be the 3 and 4 seed, I believe. Well, actually, if Heritage beats Adairsville, I think Heritage gets the 2 because they have the tiebreaker over Northwest Whitfield.
That's a mess too.
Mr. Burdick, is Calhoun playing with a freshman quarterback? Southeast Whitfield, this is the one on the side over there. Southeast Whitfield beat Towns County tonight, 7-3. In Region 7-2A, North Cobb Christian 47-21 over LFO. Rockmart wins the region title, 70-0 over Murray County. Coahulla Creek was up on North Murray 15-13 at half, and it looks like the Mountaineers found something at halftime, or somebody found something for them. 40-15 over 40-15 over Coahulla, the final score. And then our other upset of the night, Sonoraville, 32-30 over Union County. Trace Hawkins, yep. That's what I thought. I saw a little film on him last week, man. He looks pretty good. I think that hurt Union County's chances of sliding into that 4 guaranteed playoff spots unless something crazy happens. That probably moves Ringgold up into the 4 spot. Region 6 1A D1. Bremen with a 42-0 win over Harrelson County. Heard County hangs on at Model 38-26. And probably one of the more surprising scores of the night, Temple.
I was surprised by it.
Temple making a statement, 51-7 over Darlington. I think it was 44-7 at halftime. So you pretty much sat there, Heard, Temple. I'm not sure, but I think Darlington and Bremen play Friday night. And that'll be for your 3 and 4. I think with tonight's games, Pepperell and Model are eliminated. And then Region 7 1A, Fannin County with a big win, 48-21 over Christian Heritage. Chattooga 56-36 over Dade County. Gordon Central comes back from a 28-7 deficit to beat Armurchie in overtime, 42-35. And Gordon Lee beats Coosa 42-14. And I guess here next Friday you have Gordon Lee going to Fannin County, which if Gordon Lee were to pull off the impossible and upset Fannin in Blue Ridge, you'd have a 3-way tie. And Chattooga, I think they're set with one of those 4 playoff spots with that win. And Well, I guess it is a 4 playoff. I was thinking Dade and Gordon Central were playing for the 4 spot, but they're playing for the 5 spot. And then our Region 7 1A D2 next Friday night, that'll be hashed out with Trine at Bowden for the 2 and 3. All right, man. You see anything on there that was eye popping?
You know, we talked about that Darlington score. I was shocked to see that, and then the Cahola Creek score at halftime. Man, I was pumped. I was like, Cahola, look at Cahola getting it done, and then oh man, the second half didn't work out. But sounds like they played a good first half of football, and then
Yeah, I'm just reading some of the messages up here.
yeah. It seems like I mean, let's face it. It seems like may have been a controversial call at the end or at some point in the Gordon Central Emerging game. I have not seen it. I'm sure we will see it eventually, and we'll be able to take judgment. But it sounds unfortunate. It looks like it would have been a game-winning touchdown for Murchie, but we're going to see. We'll see what happened. Got to review the footage. I guess it's not going to change anything. That's what stinks about it. Is it's over at this point.
Yeah, man. Pickens has some of that late season magic always. You know, they had our upset of the year last year in week 11, and got that dog in them, got that dragon in them. I haven't seen Calhoun play this year, but maybe somebody can answer this. Is the tight end playing this year? The big tight end that's committed to Texas.
I've not heard a lot about him. I know that.
I haven't seen his name pop up anywhere. We mentioned this. Southeast Whitfield beat Towns County tonight. Huge win for Southeast. Towns County came up here, week 1 and beat Murray County pretty handily, I think.
Jake Keller said he played against Adairsville, so yeah, he's been playing.
Yeah, just haven't heard much about him. Yeah, for all you Pick'em players out there, man, North Murray minus 25.5. The only one by 25. No, maybe. Maybe
we had
not.
to go back and look. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Played the 5th. I don't recall.
Yeah, this is 2 things I saw tonight. Temple is a very good team, especially rushing the ball, and Zayden Cook is a man among boys.
Yeah, that's what he said in the next comment.
Yeah, I think we were all surprised when Temple went down to Heard County a couple of weeks ago and got beat pretty handily, because I'd seen Temple live the week before against Bremen. They looked unstoppable. And then, man, Heard, I guess. I still want to know what happened to Heard when they went to Murphy, North Carolina. I'm going to have to investigate that one.
That one's under protest.
Protest.
Got that one under investigation.
I'm going to have to look at that one. I heard through the grapevine that Heard outgained him like 400 to 115 and lost. Maybe Charles can give us a clue what happened in that one.
There's a clue. Anyway, so
you said you've heard some from Dade County guys, and
yeah, as soon as we're off here, I'm going to throw the tape back on and track it and see what officially it is, but it's hard to keep up. I don't even try to keep up as it's going because it's really tough. But get on here and you can pause it and do all that. You can double check and make sure that everything is right. But I had a guy from Dade tell me that they had him at 44 carries for 489 yards, and like like a ridiculous amount of touchdowns.
What, 6? Is that what I saw?
I don't know. I don't know if he scored that many because um, I know you probably seen a comment. Uh, Stuka came out with a different quarterback tonight, and they were a lot more multiple on offense. Had a 92-yard touchdown pass from the new quarterback to the old quarterback. Opened up a little bit more space, I think, and gave him a different option. So that was big.
Chicken and
They can't even get in. Jake, they can't even get in the door.
yeah, I got to give another shout out to Carson Callahan tonight, man, for Fannin County. I've seen his film and heard a lot about him, but seeing him in person, he reminds me a lot of Toby Maddox. I mean, the kid can get 3 or 4 yards for you if you need it right up the middle. He don't mind taking contact, but then he can bounce it outside and foot race everybody for 96 yards. Tough physical kid. And I think Fannin County is going to be a tough outcome playoff time, man. They're a very well-rounded team. Love the way they play defense, man. They get everybody to the ball. They're physical. They give you that little extra turn when they take you to the ground, They don't just put you on the ground. They give you a little extra something. And yeah, that's true, man. That's the thing that impressed me the most when I saw Zayden Cook live this year was the fact that he never comes off the field, and he's probably the leading tackler on the team, I'd imagine.
I'm not sure, but he's got to be up there.
I got a video of him from that Christian Heritage game, man, where him and Carter Triplett went head to head right in the hole.
Oh yeah, I see that.
They just collided, man. They stood each other up.
Yeah, I'm excited to see a little bit of Cook versus my man over there at Coosa next week. I think that's going to be a collision.
Oh, yeah. Harrison East.
Yeah.
How about them Dragons? I guess he's talking about the Pickens Dragons.
I think so.
They don't look like a Pickens Dragons uniform he's got on that picture, but Jefferson? No. Is that Jefferson Dragon?
Could be. I can't see it. It's real small.
Yeah, Eric, that sounded like a great game, man. If you guys didn't see the scores, we'll go through them again. But Hiram gave Cartersville a game tonight. 45-43 was the final score.
Yeah, I don't think he was meaning to slight Murphy by any means. He's just trying to say that Hurd County is pretty solid squad.
Yeah, Hurd, and the fact that Hurd went up there and pretty much dominated, in the box score, but they just didn't get it done on the scoreboard. And the way Hurd County's been knocking everybody off this year, man, I was just kind of surprised by that outcome. I think their only other loss this year was to Bowden. Yeah, Amanda Reese, let's go Fannin, man. Fannin's tough. They're going to be a tough out. I know this is like too far in the future to even think about, but I'm pulling for Toombs County next week to beat Savannah Christian because I think Fannin has an easier shot to make the semifinals if they get the 2 seed instead of the 1 seed. The team that gets the 1 seed is going to have probably Fitzgerald and Thomasville on their side of the bracket. Yeah, what's going on? Did you go down to Jacksonville State the other night? See, Cam Vaughn, man. From speaking of Temple, Cam Vaughn at Jacksonville State, man, freshman year. I don't think he had any catches first couple of weeks, man, but the last 3 weeks he's almost hit the 100-yard mark every week. I know Benton saw him in person up there at Chattooga.
Yeah. Talent. I mean, he was a good quarterback, but man, he could really move with the ball in his hands. And I think it's been a wise decision to go to receiver because he, 6 foot plus, and like I said, he can move well.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I actually want to go back and watch this game. I think maybe Cartersville maybe resting the starters to begin with. Let down after the Cedartown game. Hiram's good though. I mean, Hiram's a tough team to stop. They got all the moving parts. Yeah, I think the 43 points given up by Cartersville tonight was probably more than they've given up total for the season.
For sure, it sounds like. For sure.
We'll just run through these things right quick for all the new people that jumped in. Region 2 6A, next Friday night, Carrollton. I think Carrollton is at Douglas County for the region championship. Region 3 6A, Paulding County lost tonight to Pebblebrook 21-7. That eliminates their hopes for a playoff. North Paulding lost to Walton tonight 42-17. They play Marietta next week, and I'll have to look at the way the schedule breaks down, but I think they have an outside shot of making the 4 seed if they can beat Marietta. Benny, the upsets tonight, there were just two upsets tonight. Pickens with a big upset over GAC, and Sonoraville upset Union County. Rome clinches a region title with a 35-7 win over New Manchester. East Paulding held on last night to a 31-28 win over South Paulding, and Villa Rica 45-18 over Kennesaw Mountain. East Paulding and Villa Rica will meet next Friday night for the 2 and 4 spot in that region. Central 33-0 tonight over Griffin. Central more than likely is going to get the 2 seed in that region. Cartersville 45-43 over Hiram. Cedartown with a shutout over Woodland 51-0. And Cass clinches the 4th spot in 7-4A with a 32-17 win at Altoona. I believe Cass and Hiram are going to be tough outs come playoff time.
Oh, I agree with you.
Lumpkin beats Dawson 38-14. Dawson was up at one time 14-10. Actually, I think they were up 14-10 at halftime. Pickens upset of the night 28-25 over GAC on the road.
Does that put Pickens in the playoffs for sure? Or?
I'll have to look at the tiebreak scenario over there with Dawson, Pickens, and Chastity all tied. I know Dawson has a loss to Pickens and a win against Chastity. Yeah, I think they're all probably 1-1 against each other. I'll have to see what the schedule is next week, see who's playing who. See who plays at Johnson next Friday night. That might determine it. Calhoun clinches 7-3A with a win over Heritage, 38-0. Daresville, a big win tonight, 28-0 over Gilmer. And Northwest, 47-28 over Ridgeland. Heritage and Adares will play next Friday night. If Heritage beats Adaresville, Heritage will get the 2 seed. If Adaresville beats Heritage, then Northwest will get the 2 seed. Rockmart clinches the 7-2A title tonight with a big 70-0 win over Murray County. North Cobb Christian, solid 2 seed, 47-21 over LFO. North Murray, 40-15 over Cullah Creek. And the upset of the night, or one of the upsets, Sonoraville, 32-30 over Union County. And that puts Ringgold in that number 4 spot. Heard County clinches the region title tonight with a 38-26 win at Model. Bremen 42-0 win over Haralson County. I think that clinches a playoff spot for them. And Temple with the statement game of the night, 51-7 over Darlington. And in Region 7, 1A, D2, Bowden, a big win tonight, setting up a head-to-head matchup next Friday night with Trine for the 2 and 3. Yeah, Jake said Lumpkin and Pickens next week. Yeah, I'm curious who Chastity and Dawson County have then. On paper, that'll be a loss for Pickens, so you can say 3 and 4.
Give me 1 second. I'll tell you who Dawson County has.
Yeah, White County plays Johnson, so those two are out of the playoffs. GAC plays Chastity, so it all matters who Dawson County is playing.
Dawson County has North Hall.
So all three of them will be a loss on paper. So if somebody can pull an upset next week, they'll slide into the 4. If not, tiebreaker.
Go ahead and find out what that tiebreaker is.
Yeah. There's no telling. We'll have to ask our man. Another shout out for Zayden Cook, man. Outstanding game tonight in all 3 phases. So yeah, I guess you being a Chattooga Indian fan, man, you can go ahead and make your playoff plans, huh?
Yeah, I would love to be able to get one more win, go to 7 and 3, and make plans on being in Somerville for the playoffs. That'd be great, or at least for the first round. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Interested to see where Chattooga ends up after this next round of adjustments, and then even after next week, you still won't know. We'll have to wait because there'll be some changes. I don't know how many teams are playing makeup games, but there will be some teams that will play makeup games that will affect that. So,
yeah, and the best thing you can hope for with the power rankings is a team you beat earlier in the season gets a win on Friday night.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why that halftime score, Willow Creek up on North Prairie was like, we're all looking like, look at this score. But then when I seen the final, I said, wah, wah, wah. Anyway.
All right, guys, we'll be back on here Tuesday night, man, for our final regular season pick'em.
Yeah, final regular season pick'em, and then we'll be looking at these power rankings and everything the following week and try to figure out things. I've got the video queued up. I'm about to find out officially what Zayden did so I can put it out there because there's been a lot of different things. But excited about his future. I know right now I don't know exactly how many offers he has, but man, this kid can run. He's like a hammer, man. He's just running it up in there every time.
Yeah, I saw where Norris Perry was a recruiter somewhere.
Wofford.
Yeah.
Got a connection.
I know. Yeah, I know they've been pretty high on him.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all back Tuesday night.